Welcome back, guys, to Bike Stevie Cool 1872. I always review every game, right? Make no mistake about it. So we're here a day late. You know what? I mean, I already did review the game over on Fog Football, but it's here to talk about it here. I mean, I did the watch along on my channel, so I thought, I'll just review it on Fog. But I've had 24 hours, more than 24 hours to digest it, and you know what? It's not a case of insulting anyone's intelligence, but it's like every match review. When we drop points, hell, even the games we win, man, I feel like it's the exact same shit. Honestly, exact same shit every game. Dessers misses chances, defensive frailties, tactics completely broken, to be honest, right? Then you've got the fact that certain players get played out of position. We're playing a back five, we're still conceding 2 goals a game. Can't defend set pieces. James Tavernier, full back, winger in behind him. I'm honestly, man, these next 4 games can't hurt. There's no joy. There's nothing. And Barry Ferguson said it best. He's like, there's no fear factor. But you know what I mean? There's a lot of Barry defenders, right? And I'm not a Barry hater. Nothing's really going to make me a Barry hater. But it's like, Barry, mate, when you can continue to play the same players that have let you down over the past couple of months, like Clermont did, right? And beyond him, and before him. Why can we expect different results? We know what James Tavernier can do, right? Not very much at the ripe age of 33. But I'm telling you, man, it's time to wrap it up. It's time to wrap it up, get rid of him. Dessers is pitch. Oh, but he scored 1 goal. Aye, well, what about the other 4,000 chances he's missed, man? Honestly, Danilo didn't get on the pitch, didn't he not? Don't think he did, so there's not really too much to say about Danilo from that perspective. But honestly, folks, it's just a tragic state. Look at the state of the game. Look at both goals we conceded. Honestly, man, both goals were just tragic. First one, I mean, it's not really the best match review, folks, but I mean, obviously I've only watched the game once, so I'm never going to revisit that to each in my puff, but here we are. But it's like, you look at their first goal, right? Not long after we conceded it. And it's a long throw that all of our defenders seem just glued to the ball instead of actually marking guys who've got a bit of space. Defenders, centre backs falling into each other, bouncing into each other. Then what happens? I'll tell you what happens. Foster O'Hara, Mark O'Hara, 1-0. Great finishing, honestly. People would laugh, but see Mark O'Hara, he'd probably walk into this Rangers team and I actually think he's decent. I think he'd be a decent option. He's a goal. I mean, he scores goals from midfield. He does. I think he's a really good player, to be honest. But anyway, less said about that, the better. I mean, Dessers in the first half, he had a chance in like the 4th minute. I mean, the angle's, it's not impossible, but I mean, it's a half decent shot. I think, did it force a corner? Well done, Dessers. Then the other chance over the top. I mean, Diamonde, who I think can be pish. He also produces very good, balls and assists, and make no doubt about it, folks. This should have been an assist, but due to the fact that Cyril Dessers is ranked rotten, we're not talking about something that was, I hit the post, or the goalie made a half decent save, it was straight at him or anything. It was fucking ballooned at the stadium. Honestly, man. Like, where do you go with Cyril Dessers? And yeah, he does get his goal, and yeah, is it a decent enough finish? Aye. But the problem is, man, it's like, how many chances do you need? It's ridiculous how bad it's getting. As I've seen a compilation of the last 40 shots that Cyril Dessers has hit. But he didn't even have 1 shot in the second leg against Bilbao. And yeah, it's not like everything in that game that went wrong is all Dessers' fault, but we know. It was like playing with 9 men. Well, 10 men, because we weren't down to 9. Or 10 in that leg, it was first leg. We were doing that, but you look at that second leg, it's like his lack of effort. We'd be on the counter and he wouldn't get the ball played to him, so he would just stop. He would just stop and not come back and try and make space again or do anything, drag centre backs out of position. And I'm sick of the Morelos disrespect from quite a few people. Now, in the chat on Saturday, yesterday, a lot of people defend Morelos, but there's people that think Dessers is better than Morelos, man. It's like, were you blind during the years Morelos was here? And yeah, it wasn't he won 1 league title, right? Did Morelos in the Scottish Cup. I mean, obviously he was injured, Scottish Cup and towards the end of that Europa run, but he didn't have the greatest spell. Hell, fuck, we all know there should be more trophies in there, but when he went up against defenders, even when he didn't score, he made their life a living hell. Dessers makes defenders' lives more often than not easy, because even when he makes mistakes, even when they make mistakes, he's not there to capitalise because he'll balloon the chances. But yeah, that was the first half. Avoidable goal from us with that long throw. Into the second half, we do make it 2-1 with Nico Rashkin. I mean, decent finish. Good ball again for Diamande. I mean, from St Mirren, I mean, I think they could probably, for both of our goals, they are cut too easy open in the middle. But it's like their second goal as well. Look at the state of it, man. Our centre backs like tripping over each other, and you know what? See John Souttar, he's no good enough. He ain't. I'm not having it anymore. John Souttar's a fucking bomb scare. Now maybe if he was next to people who were actually half decent, he might not look as bad. But we're talking about a guy, right, who's a Scotland international, hyped up as this like epic defender, and he looks at times like the worst player to ever play for us. No, that's at times. Robin Proper at other times looks like that literally is the worst defender that's ever played for us. Then you've got Nansala trying to learn from those two, and it's just, honestly, like, watching that game against St Mirren, you'd be lying to say that Nansala looked worse than those two, or, you know, Proper looked the worst, or Souttar looked the worst. They all look shit. It's like a who's who of shit defenders, man. Absolute pish. And like I say, their goal, it's a colossal fuck up at the back. Tav gets beat in behind, fizzed across to Conor McManaman. Decent finish into the back of the net. I mean, he has to. I mean, it's not so much the finish; it's the run. You know, to get on it is decent. Finish well. I mean, any of us could score it, but here it's still a good goal from St Mirren. Well worked, but from us, horrific. And then, you know, at that point, I think there was stats like in the second half, St Mirren had 6 shots to R1. We're still playing 5 at the back. We make subs, we huff and we puff. They probably should have had a penalty, considering the fact they gave a foul and gave a free kick when it wasn't a foul, despite the fact it was in the box. And if you're given a foul, it had to be a penalty. You know the score, right? But honestly, I just don't understand what's next. Every match feels the same, man. Shite defending, shite at set pieces. Dessers misses chances. Subs are all wrong. Too easy to play against. Tav gets beat in behind. Yefty looks fucking brain dead at times defending. The 3 centre backs bumping into each other. Mistakes. Shite. Honestly, nothing good to say. 4 match reviews this season cannot end quickly enough, folks. Alright, that is where we're going to end it. This review. Seriously, like, it is the same old pish. It is every review. I know it's cliche and it's easy for me to say, oh, just check out all the other reviews, but it is. You know what I mean? The game at Dens Park, when we even won 4-3. The game at Dens Park when we drew 1-1. Every game at Ibrox for what seems to be about fucking 6 months. Every single game. You know what I mean? It's like even games we win. It's like, yeah, we won at Parkhead, but look at the state of the 2 goals. Especially the first goal. Look at the way Tav's getting beat by Dyson Maid at the back post. You know what I mean? Against Bobal, beat at the back post again. Yeah, and he's up against exquisite players with pace at the back post, but it's just switching off. Oh, I'm trying to get them in a line. Tav needs to go, and like I said, yeah, yesterday, man, we literally need to start for 0. Get rid of every player. I know it's not practical and you can't really do that, but that's what it feels like it needs to be. It feels like every player that's played under like these losers with experience it's just been infected. Start from scratch. Honestly, start from scratch. But it's not going to happen that way. Which is pish. Far from ideal, motherfucker. So, aye. Leave your thoughts down below. We'll be back. I might do a stream later discussing it a wee bit more, but I'll see what I get up to. And all that good stuff. Check out Fog Football. More content over there. But yeah. It's never felt like... And you know what? It's not even angry. It's just... You feel numb. You know what I mean? It just genuinely just feels deflation. Feel nothing. You score, we concede. They've just killed it. Then against Bilbao it was different because, you know, Europe, and it was like fucking. Honestly, it was great, that 0-0 game. Because like every tackle, the atmosphere was brilliant and you felt it. But seeing you're out of every competition domestically and you're so far behind in the league, that like from domestic point of view, it's so bad. And obviously Europe's gone, so. Oh, what's next for Rangers Football Club? Let me know. Hit me way down below.